Hello and welcome to the CFS PH Masters Fall 2023. Ako nga pala si Sneaky Frog. Kasama ko, a new guy, Salvatore.
Oh
How
my
are you
God.
doing, man?
I'm doing amazing, man. We have an action-packed Saturday for Groups A to D, and I am in for a treat because this is their last ticket towards playoffs, and the lineups for today's matchup is really, really stacked and full of action.
Oh, I mean, it's all finals, man.
Yeah.
From the first best of 3 till the last best of 3. It's just gonna be, pure, good Crossfire. I mean, for the past few weeks, we have been playing a lot of good Crossfire for this one. And, we have seen the schedule right in front of us. We have already played not 1, 2, but 4. Actually, 4 days worth of Crossfire. And all of those days, naka-offer sila ng Crossfire from different perspectives, from players that are new, from players that are old, from players that are young. So far, yung fall season, men, ang daming bigay.
The scene is very, very big. No, kung isipin mo kung gaano kalaki yung landscape ngayon ng Crossfire, the stakes are higher. This is their ticket, like I should say. So, with all the impressions now on ourselves, I think it is safe to say that we all have our pocket picks, the go-to to proceed into the next final. So, it is just pandemonium right now. Like, these teams are like scrambling to get the finest blueprint of all mankind. Ano nga ba talagang dapat nilang ilabas ngayon with all of this screwing over? I'm in for this treat.
Yeah, bilis ng panahon. Actually, I was here for week 1, and then napansin ko, oh my God, the brackets already moved that quick, dito sa ating groups, and I can't wait para dito sa ating group final because that is the upper echelon dito ng ating mga Crossfire teams. So we are gonna see the overview dito sa ating schedule and the map pool on the right side. The only thing new dito sa ating map pool, or old actually, Eagle Eye put back within yung competitive map pool natin. Eagle Eye, of course. Not gonna lie, man. I've kind of hated the map at first.
Oh,
pero, I kind of warmed up to it. Especially yung tower dito sa may mid. If you do have a bit of sniping skills, pwede nga makagawa dun in that certain location. But the prize, of course, is 4,000 USD big ones and 500 USD to the first place team pair group. So teams are now trying to place first dito sa lahat ng groups natin. And so far, it's been a banger from Group A until Group H.
With this first series going on to Group number A with BLOODLINEv and as well as NV Gaming. So I'm really excited for this Group A matchup. Before we do proceed into that, so let's talk about maps and strategies right now. So when isipin naman natin, like you mentioned, Eagle Eye, you mentioned as a hater. Well, me on this side, I think I'm fond of like the very screwy sort of unorthodox layout of Eagle Eye because it is a breath of fresh air for like the usual ones like Black Widow and as well as Ankara. So on that end, I feel like these teams are trying to push themselves on the edge wherein do they want to pick Eagle Eye or do they want to stick on their roots right now? So if I would to pick 4 groups right now, I feel like one group has to pick Eagle Eye. Or at least.
Ito kasi yung pinakamalaking surprise para sa akin for the past few as we do look dito sa ating group stage bracket. Of course, finals na tayo halos lahat. Actually, finals na tayo lahat. Period. So, all of the teams, ito na yung this is the $500. Yeah. They're looking for, man, pag nanalo ka dito, you get 500 big ones and meron kayong pangkain right after, the perfect Crossfire post-tournament meal.
Damn.
Na pwede natin tawagin dito. Pero yun nga, just like what we see in the bottom, losers will be eliminated from the tournament. Matches will be best of 3 all the way from 2 p.m. na ba? 3 p.m. hanggang 9 p.m. It's just straight up Crossfire, no breaks whatsoever. Pero looking at our format in this one, of course, if umabot tayo dito sa ating play-in stage, we're gonna see some other groups kind of clashing with each other and possibly advancing dito sa Fall Final, which I'm already excited about, man. Fall Final, bro. We haven't had a definite CF tournament na ganito kalaki na while. And I kind of want to see yung mga top teams na maglaban-laban ulit. Just like what we see in our screen, the execrations, the matches. Grabe, man. I'm just waiting and seeing.
Well, we are in for a treat today, and as we see, let's take a look at the schedule for today's matchup. As you see, we are looking at day number 5, ladies and gentlemen. That is NV Gaming versus BLOODLINEv, and in all fairness to that, it's not just followed up with 1 best of 3. We have 4 for you guys, and it's not just for today. We also have tomorrow, so stay tuned into this stream if you want some action-packed wildfire Crossfire delivered at the comfort sa inyong mga bahay. Kung isipin naman natin, no, it's just all amazingness, all domination, all happy vibes inside of us, because it's not just that we're celebrating that it's close to the finals. We are actually celebrating that we're close to the fall finals itself. It's not just the group. So the environment for all of these teams have shape-shifted to a competitive high, so we speak.
Oo nga, no? Kasi this is the finals, man. This is basically what all four teams from each group really fought for. And now we do have the first matchup, no? Dito sa ating game, which is gonna be BLOODLINEv versus Envy Gaming, right smack dab at first place dito sa ating schedule. That's gonna be starting at on dot dito sa 3 PM. BLOODLINEv and Envy Gaming, from last I saw dito sa dalawang teams natin, BLOODLINEv, they are not scared. Hindi sila takot, men. Yun yung playstyle nila. Hindi sila takot kumuha ng control sa mapa. Hindi sila takot na lumaban ng bagsakan dito kahit saan, sa kahit anong map. Pero Envy Gaming as well. Envy Gaming, one of the smarter teams dito sa ating group, really kind of played out yung mapa natin, but they're not afraid to go that style as well. Yung kagaya ng nakita natin galing dito sa BLOODLINEv, Envy Gaming can also play that aggression, but still, I think yung main point talaga nila as a team is that setups. No? Marunong talaga sila pagdating sa mga setups, you know, tamang flash lang dito sa may mid side. It doesn't have to be too complicated. Sometimes you have to keep it simple, and especially with the maps that we have right now. Kunyari, no, like if it's only like Mexico, you can just nade yung one side of the map. Everyone knows about yung isang nade spot dito sa Mexico, of course. That specific angle, hagis lang ng dalawang bomba, and hopefully you do see someone die kung kayo yung nandun sa kabilang side, kung nandito ka sa global risk side, no. Pero titignan pa natin, of course. It is gonna be a very exciting game, and we are gonna see yung, of course, roster dito ng Bloodline. Whoa. It is John Wick. Oh my God, he's here.
Damn.
It's not the real John Wick though. It's Kino Malyari as their team leader. BDL, Jeremiah Ranoko, GK Nodi, Carlo Odell Villas, and the Kid Harley Jusai, Angelo Sarukam, as also known as YLG, and yung kanilang substitute player is si Carlo Baz, straight up with the first name IGN. Grabe. Bloodline having some heavy hitters on towards their side. Actually, the one or two players na gusto ko i-point out dito sa side ng BLOODLINEv, John Wick and Kidman, one of the top performers dito sa kanilang last game, and they really showed out para dito sa BLOODLINEv, I think in their first matchup in week 1. So I do expect these two to be the ones to really win it out.
So how about Envy Gaming? We have their team leader, IGL, NVK, Habayno, Envy, Abjiben, Mar, Melvin Ostona, and Mar Domaroyo, Shekina, Christian Gales, and Hanshu Centennial. Centennial Antonio, and their substitute player we have G Klein, and with on the name side as well, use your name as your IGN. No? So I'm really intrigued. No, it's not just how strats are gonna play out. I really want to see how the counter utils are gonna be thrown out in this series, because it's all just tactical, it's all just passive, puro aggression. Pero paano ba gumagawa ng counter utils yung mga teams ito, especially on a big stakes map like Mexico, or even like put on Black Widow on that one. It's like the top spot on that one. So kung isipin natin yung counter util gameplays, how Envy Gaming would react to Bloodline, and how Bloodline would react to Envy Gaming, that's I'm most intrigued about, because it's not just the tactical shooter we all know love about. It's how they manipulate every part of the map and how they use their utils to the slightest advantage that they would have, because this is a do or die series for all groups. Sneak Frog.
Oh, ang ganda ng mga picks para dito sa ating best of 3. Ankara, which I haven't casted personally, no, it wasn't picked at all sa week 1, so now we get to see it in action as the pick galing dito kay Bloodline. Envy Gaming picking itong compound, so we are gonna see a lot of big maps dito sa first 2, and we are gonna go send it into port. The bans are gonna be Subbase, Black Widow, Eagle Eye, and Mexico. So it's still gonna be, you know, the maps from the last map pool na nasanay tayo. Still Ankara, I wouldn't say it's a great equalizer, kasi yung great equalizer natin ay naban. Black Widow, of course. But Ankara, I think, is still kind of the same. Yung mapa na to in terms of really testing out kung sino yung mas magaling dito, kasi there's certain parts dito sa map, just like that B platform, can be taken advantage by more aggressive players dito, which maybe Bloodline can take advantage, pero knowing NV Gaming, baka may counter strat na sila na naisip.
Big sub-based fans had to see it got banned, but let's see how Ankara would play out. I feel like I have some good Ankara lovers out there in the viewers, so I'm really intrigued with this sort of setup that Ankara will be the first map that will be played out. So it's easy to say that both teams are an open book. Kaya na lang basahin kung paano nila how will they transition into Compound, which is a very complex map compared to Ankara, so to speak. So kung dun pa lang, no, I think whoever will get this game number 1 will have a slight sort of advantage as well as momentum shift towards game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not blinded by your screen. We are close to the action between Bloodline V versus NV Gaming. Bloodline taking the GR spot and NV Gaming taking on the BL spot. So that means NV Gaming has a lot in store for that B action.
Yeah, I mean, NV Gaming, I'm very curious kung paano nila ibubuksan yung B-site dito. B-site really is one of the most hard-fought places dito sa map ng Ankara, especially yung platform na yun. No? If you have a really good sniper player, pwede ka mag-early peek doon if maganda yung spawn. Or, yun nga, kung pangit yung spawn ng sniper mo, he's just gonna be stuck towards the mid-side trying to get that early peek dito sa may RS ng kalaban. And hopefully, we do see a good sniper battle kasi para sa akin yung sniper, one of the most important things dito sa Ankara for sure. Kasi knowing the size of the map, those long-range battles really could be the game changer for both sides.
With all the long angles, the map is offering indeed. No, so it's going to be a treat for us that Bloodline and NV Gaming will be at their top spot A game with this series on head. No, so we are now in action, ladies and gentlemen. Early utils being thrown out here at mid side with both teams playing on a passive gameplay so far. Sneaky.
Yeah, man. Try hard muna. Ano muna tayo? Walang bagsakan.
Wala.
Kalma lang muna. Surprisingly, NV Gaming going for the double sniper setup dito sa Blacklist side, which is not common to say the least, pero feeling ko kasi, yun nga, no, kagaya na sinabi ko, snipers are very important in this map. Pina-prioritize nila yung mga long angles dito, but that's gonna actually hamper itong speed ng push dito ng NV Gaming. They're gonna have to rely on dito kay G-Klein, kay Gales, and kay Hangshu para i-push yung offense paharap dito.
So John Wick is guarding that spot like his life is depending on it. So there is still no team going in for an aggressive push. So despite teams going in for the staple one, and gunfight has now started with Kid going down on the hands of Hanju. That is now 4v5 quickly with 1 minute and 18 seconds left on the clock. That spot is still being guarded by John Wick for the past minute or so. Still no pursuit from the side of Envy, but they are taking their time really well. They are on the strong side right now. So if ever BDL goes in, it's going to be a really good spot. So the firefight will finally start in a few seconds. So now this BDL team is now closing into where everyone from Envy is now.
I like the check here though. Galing kay YLG, just checking in towards that entrance side. Pero alam ba nila na naandito si John Wick na nasa gilid? Good shot on that AWM. Pero yun na nga, YLG with the flank. He could not get the kill, but still, ang ganda ng position dito ng BDL squad. If they can take down at least 2 dito sa side, that could be a free retake para sa kanila dito. But GK Nodi is already down.
With 30 seconds left, it's still a 3v4 setup in favor of Envy with 25 seconds. Is going for aggressive push. K with that good of a kill. John Wick is on his last lifeline as G-Klein will be cleaning things off for Envy as they take this round number 1 on a strong note. BDL needs to watch their backs.
Akala ko magiging mabagal yung push dito ng NV, not gonna lie, kasi naka-double sniper setup sila, no? But actually, in reality, they were just waiting the entire time for the right time to strike, and they even got the pick dito kay GK Nodi. That means they just went straight into the site itself. Seems like itong si G-Ben did get tagged by that sniper, pero si GK Nodi on basically 1 HP as well. So they have to be careful just in case, because he cannot let any free picks going here. Pero si Jamaya, nahulog na nga dito. Only 1 defender dito sa A side. This could be a strike galing sa side ng NV Gaming.
NV Gaming still going aggressive like their pass around blueprint, no? So kung titignan naman natin na no one is playing mid very aggressively. Both NV and BDL are putting on the stakes on the left and right outer part of the map.
Ooh, there's a
With all teams going in for good play. It looks like K will be down on the hands of YLG. YLG is not a meta fan of playing aggressively. He wants sneaky, beaky, like, and there it is. Kid is now down. It will be on the hands of the old man, Hanshu. No kids will be playing on this playground. It's his territory. As it's still an aggressive play from YLG as he gets a 2K. This is an insane round so far for Envy. Eben gets a 2 big kills on that one. John Wick, oh my God, how is this man alive? Gets the top spot, he gets the upper ground. John Wick was close. Damn close, but it is not enough. Envy gets another round.
Yeah, Envy Gaming, once again, it's kind of like their last-minute execution na yun na nangyayari dito. Despite the good push galing dito kay YLG, some really good damage being dished out here by Envy Gaming. Knowing na sugatan na papasok ng site itong Bloodline, it's a hard retake for them at the end of the day. Pero John Wick, that's how you start a round. You take out Hangshu, dalawa na lang yung sniper, but that's gonna allow one of yung mga Envy Gaming players dito, either si Jiben or si Kate, to switch to that rifle. But still, a pick is a pick para dito sa side ng Bloodline.
Bloodline is on a pursuit. So with that aggressive kill from John Wick, it's safe to say that all of their pushing potential is now on the board right now. So they want to go all in. They do not want to ante up the stakes with them playing passive. That angle is now open for both sides. So if they do want to take A, they could definitely take A. But it's still a long pursuit for Envy to rotate on the other side of the map. Sneaky, kung titignan, ang laki-laki ng advantage dito ng Bloodline. Kung iisipin naman natin, all of them are guarding this on that long B spot, no. So kung di mo titingnan yung angulo na yun, with this, Envy could have this sort of a retaliation kill for their fallen comrade.
John Wick not rotating just yet dito sa A site natin. May naaamoy pa siya dito sa may mid side. He's just ready. He's just waiting just in case. Di mo talaga pwede bitawan to, men, kasi pag binitawan mo to, bukas na bukas ang B site nyo. And GK Line is gonna type those magical numbers. But I like the patience. Ito yung sinasabi ko, galing dito sa Envy, no? They are not afraid to use the timer dito sa ating game. John Wick, he does get to gaze the guy actually right behind him. Pero John Wick with the second pick. Good shots on the sniper. Pero Jiben, kaya mo ba i-save yung round na to?
Damn!
Mukhang hindi. Kid and Jujumaya get it in the end, 3-0. Grabe, Bloodline. May bawi na agad.
John Wick going in strong in that round number 3. No, at least a Bloodline still has their hopes up, no, with John Wick's guidance. No, kung titignan mo, ang galing ng pagkamaneuver ni John Wick in terms of guarding that spot really patiently. The time is both patient for those who wait. Pero Bloodline definitely did not give up on that chances. Util now being thrown out by both teams. They do want to go in for this aggressive push under. But with this pressure from Envy, it's safe to say that they're going to have a hard time in making sure all those angles are nice and clean. Pero kung ano yung aggressive dito ng Bloodline, si Envy nga naman, they're taking their time. They want to know the utils because those utils are giving some good info trading. It's now a warfare here, ladies and gentlemen, with Bloodline going in for a man advantage so far. Now it is now being retaliated by Envy. It's just Kid.
Chill.
He is just on a chill side right now. C4 now being planted. He's going in for the aggressive push. Kid gets one. He only needs one more, and Kid clutches it for BDL. Amazing push. He did not turn his back on that one. Bloodline ties the round.
Grabe naman, Kid had all the advantage in that round as well. The sniper was on 1 HP. Si Hangshu nakatalikod, could not turn around in time. Bloodline with a clutch of a lifetime dito. 2-2 so far. And they're keeping it close dito sa Ankara. I thought Envy Gaming would kind of get away with the momentum a bit here. Pero Bloodline, meron na silang onting basa dito sa opensa ng Envy. They like to take it slow at first and then go for the crunch. Pero John Wick hindi na mag-aantay masyado. Nakaisa na gamit ang kanyang sniper dito kay G-Klein. And he's just gonna go back. Bloodline, ginawa nila to last round. They get the pick, take advantage, and use the numbers to your favor. Pero Nodi, napakaganda naman ng angle. He actually snuck all the way dito sa may short. Thank you to Jamaya pushing dito sa may vent side.
He knows his angles. He knows the enemy very, very well. Bloodline taking a very, very strong commanding lead so far in this matchup. So with all members now closing in to the site, it is a good site for Bloodline to have this sort of man advantage in that site, because that was the sort of missing piece on the past round that they had. They were very scattered. They were not able to rotate fast enough. But with this setup, it is a good safe option to flank or even go in for an aggressive push. Ginodi once again showing who's boss in this round. Amazing gameplay so far for BDL. Still Envy on the side note, they are not looking pretty aggressive from the past round that they had. No, eto na, lumalaban na naman. Kid takes down G-Ben with a commanding kill with M4. And now he spots down K. He's on a whole lot of members of BDL on his front, back, left, right side. He gets cornered. Bloodline on a commanding lead again.
Yep, Bloodline. Grabe. They get the lead. After that one, nakados lang dito yung NV Gaming. But Bloodline, after that one, did get the definite lead every time. Ang ganda ng setup nila dito sa short, man. One sniper dito sa short and one guy watching behind him just in case someone is gonna crawl up and try to clear etong short side. But now, Nodi going aggressive dito sa may mid side. Will they expect this? Kanina nandito si John Wick. Big spray, pero will only get half damage dito kay GK Line, and Hangshu will get the kill.
With this setup, G-Ben gets another kill. Big showmanship for G-Ben. With all the members alive for BDL, they are now close for taking one member of NV, as they are definitely on that side. Jamaya gets K on that end. With this good trade-off, BDL is going in for their usual play. Once again, here comes the utils being thrown out by NV, as they want every position in favorable for them. So with this setup from NV, it's going to be a pretty good matchup so far. They do have some time left. Jamaya gets another, as they are going in for an aggressive push. G Klein, it's just Hanshu left with no sniper sniper assassination whatsoever. They are going in for every angle possible, scouting in from every angle, every corner whatsoever. John Wick goes in for a handy sniper, but it's still not hitting. 8 seconds left on the clock. Envy's guarding this bomb site really nicely. 3 seconds left. It's safe to say this is already the round for Envy. That angle is amazing. That upper ground surely gave them the advantage.
Yep, upper ground, best scenario that you can play in, especially in the very late stages in round, and that's one of the harder ones to actually aim at. And there it is. NV Gaming kind of catching itong Bloodline. No? Bloodline trying to go aggressive, but that kind of plays in dito sa playstyle ng NV Gaming, which is just waiting around, chilling, and waiting for a mistake galing sa side ng BDL dito. Pero okay, get some revenge dito kay John Wick. Now it is a 4v5 in the advantage dito ng NV Gaming, and they are gonna take their sweet time. They are gonna make itong Bloodline think.
With, oh my God, it's now an even matchup for NV and BDL. No? So these teams are just trading back and forth, knowing how big the stakes indeed is. Once they do advances, it is a whole lot of celebration for this team. I could just imagine the comms and how would they feast after this. But let us focus on the battlefield, Sneaky Frog. With all of the happenings of both of these teams, you could say that BDL is on the lead, but no, NB will take that otherwise. So we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the side of the map now. So with G Klein and as well as K on that angle, could possibly be a big barn burner for BDL. No member could push. John Wick is now dead, so it's safe to say that with all of these setups being thrown out by NV, BDL is having a hard time playing out their usual route.
Yeah, YLG sticking towards the mid side just in case, since patay na nga si John Wick dito, wala silang nagko-contain na sniper dito sa may mid side, so it has to be that rifle to win it out. 48 seconds na lang natitira. Madami pa namang util dito ang NV Gaming. Papasok nga sila. RD gonna clear. YLG. White swing with the deagle. Mukhang hindi tatama. GK Line with a good shot dito kay Kid. But YLG does get itong si K. That's gonna be the sniper down para dito sa side ng NV Gaming. But can they make it across and plant the C4? Mukhang medyo nahihirapan sila. Not much damage though, but they do get it down dito sa gitna ng dalawang batteries. YLG with a good shot dito kay G-Ben. That's gonna give them the numbers disadvantage. GK Line in the back, and mukhang inubos na lang sila dito ng BDL sa site. And with the speed kit, Not gonna be an easy defuse para dito sa Bloodline. I thought na NV Gaming had the advantage to start ng round na to, pero yung patience galing dito kay YLG at kay Jemaya really paid off para sa kanila dito.
That read from Bloodline was really, really nice. No, they did not take it aggressively. They all waited that perfect time. That time frame wherein BDL was on a crisis, whether what decision would they call. But NV just had to take the very slight mistake of you not being present in that fight, wherein okay na sana kung binigyan pa ng oras ni NB yung sarili niya para mag-push saglit or mag-push saglit or to get the util that they want, to get the info that they need. But sadly, it wasn't enough. BDL had all the spots that they had in all corners for NV's pursuit to be cancelled on every message possible. With this retaliation round for NB, possibly could be big for them, but with this positioning, once again, BDL did not break the car last round. They are still using that same strat over and over again. It is just a replay, Sneaky Frog, over and over. So with this, Envy could possibly be a different Envy, but they are still sticking to their route as well as BDL. Pero alam naman natin kung gaano ka-surprising tong dalawang kampiyon na to. Jemaya gets a good kill, but Gals will be trading his fallen comrade, and K will be getting another one as well. So with Envy going aggressive, this is going to be a really, really nice fight.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh my God, John Wick! Do not kill his dog because that will happen to your team. 50 seconds left. Good pursuit for John Wick. You cannot stop this man. It's just on a rampage, but it's not enough for BDL to finish the round. Envy will be taking that really strong.
Oh nga, good attempt. Sana galing dito sa side ng Bloodline. John Wick, of course, with the effort with the 2K gamit ng kanyang sniper dito, but still NV Gaming gets it in the end, just holding it down dito sa side. Not much aggression actually papunta dito kay John Wick dito sa may spawn side. I think knowing kasi na maglalaro lang si John Wick doon, holding that the entire time. They don't want to overextend just yet and give numbers for free dito sa NV Gaming. But damn, grabe yung depensa doon ng NV Gaming. Also yung isang bagsakan, I really appreciate yung mga teams that know how to play itong vent side. Kasi pag naglalaro ka ng vents, especially dito sa A, you have to commit it or you don't take it at all.
Okay. Now, it is now an even matchup once again. So, on that note, how NV answers BDL's very tactical gameplay, like si BDL talagang maraming baon na blueprint talaga dito. Meanwhile, Kid, as I speak, taking all the adults out of this conversation. Kid showing who's the boss in the playground. It's me, definitely, says Kid. 1 minute and 17, still no action for NV as they're just getting outclassed. G Noti gets a huge gold on that one. Now the bounty is on G-Ben and as well as K. As we see, Bloodline and K will be getting John Wick on that end off-cam kill. But it's still BDL's round to win, possibly with all this aggression, with all the utils that they have. G-Ben does have the C4, but he does not have the aggression or so the util that he could pull to plant down the C4. It's all just K-Dots alive, Sneaky Prog.
Yep, K. Live or die by the sniper, or you do have the deagle. Low pa naman yung ibang mga players dito. But the wide swing galing dito kay Kid with a 3K dito sa ating round. Not aggression galing dito sa B under. Really paid off para sa kanya dito. Not even any setups. He just raw peaked it dito sa under. And yeah, one of the few times na nag-aggro dito yung Bloodline, no? Surprisingly, dito sa side ng Global Risk. But I think they know how good of an enemy itong si NV Gaming, kaya they're still playing a bit more careful than usual.
The stakes is still set for both teams to advance in their finals group, but we are still tuning in to this amazing game number 1 between Bloodline V and as well as NV Gaming. With all of this aggression on the board, you could say that NV will be on a good note right now, but they have read so much tactics, so much comms to just let it go easy for this round. Take a look at John Wick and Jemaya on that end. So with all of this, could possibly be another throw of utils for BDL. They want to go in for aggressive 1K. Takes down YLG. That is the first kill of this switching sides round. If this is the round for BDL, it could be, But with kung paano ko nakikita, Envy could have the slightest advantage on this one. Still, but I would put K in terms of securing everything for his teammates. Oh my God. They are still patient on that end. So it is not it's not an aggressive gameplay anymore. So you could say that G-Ben as well as Kid will be fighting one another, and Kid will be winning on a high note. At wala pa ring lumalampas dito sa linya ng NB, at lahat sila healthy pa dito. At kung sino man yung lumaban, pwede pa naman, hindi kami titibag, sabi ng NB. 45 seconds left on the clock. NB is still on a last-ditch effort. Mid is still being guarded really nicely. BDL, where is their counter rotation? There it is. Where it is? There is K guarding that angle. Kid gets outclassed in that gunfight. They need to go aggressive. They have 30 seconds left. There is K. What an upper ground take by K. That is the advantage that you want for your team. 20 seconds left. That is a denial plant for Envy and BDL. That is just sad and unfortunate for you. Envy had everything being thrown at them, and they went it really well.
Grabe, hindi nila na-trade si K doon. K even just stood in the corner and hope for the best. Sana hindi ako makita dito sa upper. Sana hindi ako makita dito sa upper. And it worked out para sa kanya. He did get the flank kill, which is so big, trapping itong Bloodline in their own site. And there it is.
Oh my God. Sneaky. Is this going to happen? G Nodi is still playing poker on that one. Waiting for stakes na pumaldo talaga. But are you seeing this? It's a very different Envy from the past round. But with their chances, they are in pursuit for something really nice. But with BDL, could possibly be a difference maker for this one. Kung iisipin mo, asa na yung angle ulit ni K? There it is again. It is the one that they had won. That almost hits one, but second will be the best number for K. Here comes the action here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute and 18 seconds left, and it's all just blue bars on the kill feed. 3 members na lang ang nabubuhay for BDL. Asa na ang aggression ni BDL? Nawawala na. Natatakot sila sa kamay ni K. G-Ben and G-Clyde are still healthy as hell. NV, it is their game indeed. Oh wow, my! Finally, he gets shut down from that angle, but G-Clyde will be retaliating his fallen comrade. Here comes the util, but they are low indeed. Sneaky Frog 3v2. It's the duo versus the trio. 45 seconds left. Pinipilit talaga nila, Sneaky Frog.
Yeah, pinipilit talaga nila. You have no choice but to take this one at this point. You have no idea kung meron tao manggagaling sa likod.
Oh my God.
You just have to fight it straight up. Switch to the AK. Does not work. Hansu! Wide swing spray with the movement. And Envy Gaming na naman, they get the dub. That means they have the lead. That means they have the momentum. Grabe si K. He's really stopping these early pushes galing sa side ng BDL super well. Grabe, every time talaga may advantage sila. And he even almost took out si John Wick doon, but they both take damage.
That placement of Crossfire really killed him. Meanwhile, John Wick.
I think you go off there, man.
Your guess as good as I am. YLG gets 2 bigs, as it is still everybody's game. It's duo for duo here. Where is the reach out? John Wick in action as he gets outclassed by Hanchu. Again and again, John Wick, the momentum shifted towards the GR side. Jamaya will be fighting off G-Ben. It's the battle of the G's and the J's, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, that round, Envy had it 1-2-point lead. It's still not the biggest lead of this game, ladies and gentlemen. It could still be won by BDL, but we all see this pan out again and again. Sneaky Frog, with all of that happening, do you now have a concrete team to win this game number 1?
I wouldn't say just yet, no? Kasi Bloodline, still, may nakita pa ako sa Bloodline.
Still, may nakita that sliver of hope, man.
Oh, that sliver of hope na magagaling sa kanila dito. Pero Envy Gaming, definitely, they are playing super well dito sa ating game. Especially itong si K, once again, getting those early picks. But he did get picked off earlier dito. And it was the rest of the squad doing so. I think Bloodline kind of playing within their own heads dito sa ating game, unfortunately. But K is kind of just taking full advantage of it. Pero si G-Ben yung una mawawala. Good awareness that there might be one person for water, but John Wick, hindi niya makukuha yung sniper, but still, G-Ben is a big pick. Oh, you repick that?
He would. He wants the risk. NK finally wins that matchup between John Wick. That is a big pick off for Envy. That is a good call for Envy indeed. Envy gets 2 big kills, make it a trade for Kid, as a double kill will be making things favorable for Envy. Once again, Jamaya, the only one member alive, as K is guarding that one really nicely. Kid is on a sliver of hell, is still that hopeful enough. He needs to find John Wick's up if he wants to make the best of both worlds for his life bar and the team of BDL. 55 seconds left. Look who is on the upper ground once again. That is Gravy Train of a spot. 35 seconds before this danger is definitely explosive. But as we see, what a flick by Gales. And Jamaya will be trading him on that end. It's K versus Jamaya, and K will be losing that. And BDL, you mentioned Sliver of Hope, and they are showing it, Sneaky Frog. BDL winning that round that would have been won by Envy. BDL still showing some signs of life.
Oh, ito na nga yung sinasabi ko, man. It's not out just yet para dito sa side ng BDL. I can see some shots still being hit para sa kanila dito. They're still getting some map control. It's just that yung mga late round situations dito ng Envy Gaming is really winning out these situations. Pero if Bloodline does catch them super early dito sa ating game, just like how John Wick did dito sa isang player, then they do have a shot. Pero may tao dito sa bar. That's gonna push the line dito sa A forward. And I like the position dito galing kay K. You can see right into A site just in case kailangan ng backup yung tropa mo dito. So it kind of feels like still a 3A stack, no? Kasi nandito nga si K sa taas. Problema nga lang, once he gets spotted and there's at least 3 players nasa ilalim niya, there's gonna be 3 nades flying at him and or a player with an AK just sending it.
Shots now being fired. They know where they are. It's looking like a call for Envy to make things favorable for them. BDL is still on that angle wherein was played by Envy on that past round. But look who had now the advantage. This side switch for both teams definitely was a game changer. There was just a shift of environment for BDL on that one. It could be one for BDL. John Wick is still alive. Jamaya is on pursuit for something really nice, going for a flank play possibly, as Envy does not have that spot guarded. K is still living healthy. There it is. G-Nodi goes in for an aggressive one as he gets one home for BDL, I should say. 47 seconds left still. No C4 being planted. Here comes the pursuit, and there it is, the armada of BDL closing in as G-Klein and YLG will be trading one off. Here comes G-Ben. He's very angry, but he gets traded off. G-Klein will be clearing things off on that one as he gets a 2K for the round ender of NV, making this a 2-point lead once again. Still not the biggest lead, but it's still hope for BDL's big push.
Grabe, malapit na si Envy dito. 2 points na lang, and they do get the dub dito sa ating game. And BDL kind of down bad, and they're gonna try to go aggressive. I love this guy like Envy. Change the pace up, man. Push dito sa mid. John Wick does get the first kill, pero hindi niya in-overcommit. Doesn't get the first shot or the second shot in, pero meron ng tao dito sa ilalim. G-Klein in a really good position, but someone has to set him up for this situation. Oh, nades are good, pero yun nga, G-Klein in a really good spot. Oh, but he reveals himself. Yun lang.
That is a vital mistake, and he gets capitalized on that one. John Wick with a shot of a lifetime. Woo! He could go for another one, and K will be replicating that one like it was John Wick's patent. And K could be something big. Jamaya and as well as G-Klein, but he gets picked by John Wick. Oh my god, it is a round possible for a BDL.
Wait, winnable though.
But it could still be winnable for K.
Oh.
It's caster curse nga naman talaga, Sneaky Frog. As soon as you said na pwede pa, nakabawi ka agad si BDL. That is unfortunate for Envy.
Pag nakikita ko kasi like 1 or 2 or 3 players low, I'm like, hey, that's winnable. That's winnable if I've ever seen one. Naka-rifle pa nga or naka-sniper pa nga siya. I was like, Deagle? Maybe? Kaya naman.
Malapit.
Pero yun nga, it's a hard ask, man. It's possible, but it's like a 2 or 3% chance. So, it is tough. But Envy Gaming, despite being in the lead dito sa ating game and closer dito sa ating match point, still, I don't feel like the game has gotten away that far just yet para sa kanila dito, no? Seems like Bloodline, they do have the grasp of things. Kailangan nilang talaga nila ng isang maayos na execute para i-tie up ang game. Maybe even take it to 9-9, our first OT of the day.
Oh, Definitely, we are in for a treat for a possible possible OT, because that is a sight to see for everyone. Just imagine at the edge of your seats, waiting for your team to get that 2-point lead to finish things off. But before we do see that, it is still a possible round take for Envy and BDL. If they have that slight advantage, Envy's positioning is giving them so much to reap about, because they are in a good spot. They all have their priorities in straight, because once that rotation is very vital. As oh my god, that would have been a good shot.
YLG?
But oh my god, where is YLG as he gets outclassed on the top of his head by K? Where is the rotation for BDL? It's madness. It's carnage on the hands of K. Remember this man's name. 50 seconds left. It's Jemaya that's only alive. K and Hanshu dangerously low, as Jemaya is definitely on the aggressive side, but he is waiting for that perfect time to. But he doesn't know if G-Klein is on the edge of his life bar. There is not much intel for Jemaya to work on. Is Envy gonna play their time right?
Oh, Jemaya. He is one shot away, but I think he made noise. I think alam na yata ni G-Klein.
Bang!
Dito sa may long side, and there it is, 9-7. Para dito sa Envy Gaming, they have match point. And an opportunity to take itong Angkara para maging 1-0 na sila dito sa ating best of 3 series. And one game away from winning that $500.
It's a match point for Envy. Take a look at this team. The one that proved that momentum is definitely important for the series.
Ginawa ni YLG min.
Yeah.
I mean, YLG had his nade out. Maybe he had his mumble siguro na naka-mute siguro yung mumble niya. Hindi niya narinig yung kanyang teammates kasi he didn't even look up at all, man. Spotted na agad si K dun eh.
That was a good audio cue. YLG didn't capitalize on that. But could YLG redeem himself? Possibly. Pwede pa. With this lead Envy has, this has not gone longer than 3, 4, or 5. We see BDL come back from this slight discrepancy, but Envy are going really strong right now. Ankara is their playing field, and they're showing it to everyone na ito talaga ang teritoryo namin. Ito na. Only does know to play around this map, I should say. So, with this, BDL could possibly be on the back of the bus right. And now here comes the shots. What was that, Hanshu? Would have been a short fight, but it was prolonged, but still winnable for BDL. Well, that's caster curse for you guys. Jemaya is on a whole lot of trouble. Envy strikes first in that series. And would you believe it, Envy 1-0.
Yeah, I think sobrang laking factor talaga ang sniper ni K dito sa Ankara. For the past few times na nakita natin si K dito sa ating mapa, he really got those early picks. Parang medyo John Wick versus K na nangyari sa start ng round natin. Oh. And then the rest of the squad, I think Hangchu and G-Ben did a really good job just containing itong mga sites natin just in time. Pero GK line, bro, I mean, despite being the sub guy, he did do a lot dito sa ating mapa. I like yung isang round galing dito sa side ng NB Gaming. Yung tinake nila ang B entrance dito, may isa nag-B short, yung isa nag-vents, and they made yun nga, no, a little crossfire, a little 3-stack dito sa B side natin, and some really intricate strats pwede nating tawagin dito sa dalawang team natin.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but if my memory serves me right, that one specific round, I think it was between 13 or 14, wherein Envy had everything in them handed to a silver platter. All they had to do was go aggressive, go push. It was just take out John Wick, and it was that perfect blueprint that served them a pretty good game for this best of 3 series. Pero it is still not over.
Makita mo yung listahan, pre. Tapos say what to do. Kill John Wick. Huh?
Oh my god.
What do you mean by this, man? Pero you know, I would say it's a really good game still galing dito sa side ng NB Gaming. It all worked out para sa kanila dito. I mean, at the end of the day, it was still a close game. No, Bloodline did have some good rounds. Nabukan nila ang depensa dito ng ating NB Gaming, but still NB Gaming using yung mga rounds that they lost as a read kung anong gagawin ng Bloodline dito sa ating next round.
It's not a day in the office for Bloodline V. I guess you could say execution diff. NV Gaming had everything. They had like the positioning, they had like the firepower, they won gunfights and everything. despite them not getting the weak side in the early, all of them had the upper ground for some reason, and their utils was very, very on point. So on that end, Envy could use this momentum and this strong power once again to finish things off. But with this hope, Bloodline could make this series 1-1 and QN that amazing silver scrape. But could this be a turnaround for BDL? Possibly,
Could
but
be.
with this aggression of Envy showing, they know how Bloodline now works.
Mhm.
Envy could use that definitely.
It's a Bloodline map. So
Yeah.
this is their pick. This is their own pick that they lost on dito sa Ankara. I think the most crucial round dito was actually round 9. And I think round 13 as well kasi medyo nagka-onting read na rin dito yung Envy Gaming. No? It's not just definite that entire time. They did get the 3 rounds back after itong round 9. But problem is, ayun nga, no, Bloodline did hit them with a quick one dito sa round dito sa round 15. But then Envy Gaming, they're just like, okay, the team leader, the team captain, coming in clutch, they're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna defend this side, we're gonna defend this side, and then we are just gonna win it out. Pero nakita naman natin yung highlights right on our screen. I mean, good game all around, man. It's a pretty mechanically good game to watch, no? Pwede nating sabihin dito.
Oh, definitely. So if you see how technical Envy and Bloodline is on the first half of that on the first half of the series, sobrang passive, but on the hints of aggression, it was very open on the window wherein it was a very time crucial matchup. So with this, I feel like Envy and Bloodline was talking to one another. Hey pre, ganto galaroin mo, eto ganto lalaroin ko. Para lang maangas. So with Bloodline, I feel like their execution was already tip-top shape, but it had to be Envy that to ruin the party for them. But take a look at this aggression so far. It was just Kid. It was K going back and forth. It was John Wick and K. It was Jemaya and G Klein. It was back and forth until Envy had that sweet spot of a round to go continuous.
Ito,
And that specific one, man.
Bro,
that was the one I was.
naka-off yung mumble.
YLG.
Naka-mute yung mumble. Naka-deafen pala. Naka-deafen yung mumble.
Probably this side of the ear, pre. Ito at this side. This side was muted for YLG. All he had to do was
Baka
speak.
di iniikot yung speaker. Alam mo, pag iniikot mo yung speaker sa Oxford para gumana. Oo, hindi niya inikot in time.
Minsan kahit kalahati pa yung labas niyan, gumagana na pareho.
Oo,
pero
nga. Let's go. Tipid the headset.
Tipid tips, man.
Tipid the headset. Pero ayun nga, men, no. At the end of the day, Envy Gaming, they just played a beautiful game of Ankara. Kasi, grabe talaga, their offense was good. Yung defense nila, they kind of got, or yung offense nila rather, kind of get caught super early dito sa Bloodline. Kasi yun nga, Bloodline, no, they actually hit them with the unexpected thing first, which is, okay, passive muna. And then, eventually, maghahanap sila ng picks all across the board. Meron pang isang round where last round they went super passive, and then biglang BDL were right behind them dito sa may mid side, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose para dito sa Envy Gaming.
I feel like it's not just shooting, Sneaky Frog. It's psychology.
Oo nga.
Grabe. Envy Gaming definitely took their classes and they reviewed everything Bloodline has to offer. So if Bloodline is aggressive, we go passive. If they go passive, we go aggressive. And if they do both, for some reason, they have to switch sides, pull out this amazing blueprint na, sige, kami naman. With all of this, Envy, all they have to do is win this series, but on the stake that they have to force Bloodline on a weak spot once again. Bloodline had every angle of the map covered when they were on the GR side, but on the gameplay of Envy, they were struck by lightning every round by John Wick. So, how Envy would react onto this amazing map? For me, I'm a fan of this map, as well as Envy now going in for an aggressive one with all the momentum shifted to them. I feel like Bloodline has all the pressure right now, despite that this is still a BO3, but Envy could make things for them favorable by having this sort of blueprint that I could be aggressive, but not as the
It's always
fight.
a party.
The fight is now breaking out. Sneaky Frog allowed to go in for an extensive long periods of time of communication because this action is not finished yet. We still have game number 2 on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Wala mo nang aalis at sumubaybay muna kayo sa inyong mga teams na gusto nyong manalo para maiuwi ang kanya-kanyang pera at para masarap ang pagkain pagkatapos. Yun naman talaga inaabangan ng mga teams at
Yung
Para
mga
paldo.
Tawag dyan, Kenny Rogers angle pa. Kenny Rogers pagkatapos.
Samgyup, Ali Wings, you name
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh my God,
I'm hungry.
nagugutom na ako, Steve Frog, and we deserve that big break after all of this is said and done. Pero balik muna tayo sa ball game.
YLG died in the spot that I exactly expected him to die, no? Which is yung LB. LB is literally the most contested place dito sa compound if you do know your stuff. And yun nga, no? It is kind of like the new age mid. But for now, tamang passive lang. Pero medyo binigay ng Envy itong LB actually. Pero sadya yata kasi meron naman silang one-man advantage dito. They want BDL to walk into a far side of the map kung saan nakaset up sila dito. Just like that, man.
Snap of a finger, G Klein was there. Jamaya was not able to react and was like, poof, he's now done. So, trade-off for no one as BDL doesn't have the man advantage. NV still going strong with 5 members alive. K and G Ben still on the half HP bar. But on that angle, John Wick knows his angles. But despite the intel, he lost that gunfight. It's just 8-dip. At this point, Kid going in really, really nicely, and G-Ben will be finishing things off for Envy. Like I tell you, man, this aggression is unmatched so far. This is a new breed of Envy if I've ever seen one. And right now, YLG could possibly be on that spot again to die. But it's looking like a pretty different day for YLG as that rotation could serve them a really, really nice silver platter right now, Sneaky Frog.
Yep. Envy Gaming still very passive. Di na nila masyado nilalaban ng LB side. Sige, bigay muna natin dito sa BDL ang LB. Maybe we can make a play happen. I think the bigger focus here is itong left side ng mid natin. Hangshu just keeping it contained. I think merong naka-angle din sa kanya dito sa likod, which is si K, possibly on that sniper. Good angle so far, grabe. They are playing this defense sa NV perfectly. BDL, medyo nahirapan silang umangat dito kasi hindi talaga nila alam what's on the other side ng ating box.
Ginodi is just one member. He's just a hallway away from being able to secure at least 2 or 1. But I feel like that aggression served him that, nah, I'm not gonna push this one. I need to play it really, really safe. So now Envy on that end, guarding that bomb site. Invade aggressive one. Jamaya trades down G-Ben, and it's still a man advantage for Envy. It's a 4v3. Here comes the utils. Where is the push? There it is as he flashes himself. Oh my God, the timing is not perfect, but Envy's capitalizing on that. Here comes the angle for it. John Wick, is this the upper ground? Is the upper ground definitely favorable for them? John Wick gets one. It's 3v1. What's the wall? That one wall. Oh my God, K gets that one. A big kill. It's looking like K is on the driver's seat of the bus right now. John Wick on the easy side right now, not the John Wick we usually see.
Yeah, this is like John Wick after retirement possibly. Nakikita natin dito. Envy Gaming. Grabe talaga, men. Dude, that flash was one of the funniest things I've seen. Kasi,
I hope they put that on the highlights.
Yeah. Ilang beses na rin nangyari sa akin yun actually. Me mistiming the flash kasi minsan medyo weird yung timing ng flash dito na Crossfire. And sometimes you don't have to pretend that you do not see. You literally cannot see at the end of the day. But once again, it's the same setup. Galing sa side ng Envy dito, no? And dahil dito sa last few rounds natin, BDL kind of playing with a bit more fear dito sa ating game. Hindi na nila masyado ina-agro-take itong long side. Mas focus na naman sila dito sa mid. They want to kind of take control dito sa mapa as that 5-man force. Pero ang ganda talaga kasi ng setups dito sa Envy. Sa gilid-gilid lang, they are getting most of these kills.
Now with this BDL, the counter utils, the counter rotation is still not present. But if I were to give BDL the blueprint, is to go in for that final push in that A. At least give them the slight note that Envy needs to rotate and BDL has to capitalize on every angle possible. Now here comes a flick by Hanshu, gets 2, but gets taken down by Kid. What an amazing flick by Hanshu. This man's wrist is already dislocated after that, and it's all cleanup from Envy after that amazing turn of events. For NB, the largest lead of this series is now 3-0. After that game number 1, it was just 2. Finally, we see the largest lead of this game. It is 3-0. BDL still yet to answer back.
There it is, BDL. I mean, to be fair, mapa to ng NB, and they are playing this this side ng mapa perfectly well. Pero si Kid, okay!
Yes!
Okay! Oh my God, nakuha niya yung deagle kill na yun dito kay Kid, and he gets away in time as well, 3v4, but still, dahil nga sniper dito si K, no, doesn't really matter if he's low HP or not.
My God,
What a spray galing
Ginody!
dito kay Gales.
What? Oh my God, Ginody! You had a millisecond of an advantage, but all goes to shove. BDL still has a slight hope. Jemaya and John Wick, the leading fraggers of last game, could possibly save the hope for BDL with Gales and K dangerously low. It says G-Clan and G-Ben. That is relatively healthy. Envy has a last-ditch effort to finish things off with an aggressive push, but no, they know that they are on the GR side. So dapat steady lang tayo. Wala mo nang lalabas. Ito na, John Wick gets picked by G-Ben, and he loses that gunfight once again. John Wick needs a redeeming factor to save BDL's chances. Here comes Jemaya. Ito na. Where is the spray? It's just Jemaya peeking. It's peeking game. Jemaya wins on that one. Wins the peeking fight. Jemaya. It's a 3 versus 1. Jemaya is now dangerously low. Gets another peek. G-Klein wins on the head glitch. And Envy 4-0. You are right, Sneaky Frog. It is definitely their map. Every angle, every push of BDL gets answered back. Envy has all the stops in making sure BDL doesn't get any on their feast. Envy is on to Joy right now. Here comes the smoke. Here comes the one-way for BDL, but they're not capitalizing on that one. They do want the intel, but will this be the flank for BDL? Possibly. It is guarded by Envy from every angle possible, but you could say,
What?
Oh my God,
What a
G-Ben.
shot.
That
Sakto
was
pataas pa lang siya dun, pre.
dude. These people are animals. Remember
Is this a
their
10-0?
names and be showing who's the boss in this group. A finals G-Clan. Huge kill onto ILG. Again, dead on that spot.
Ano kaya pwede gawin dito ng Bloodline, no? Like any random strat na pwede nilang gawin? It's not that pwede silang pumasok agad dito sa may lower B, no, agad, because obviously either magpapunish ng heavily dito ang Envy or may kita natin yung ginawa kanina dito sa may entrance ng B. Just crossfire it up, making sure that they can punish. G-Ben just crouch peeking it, man. Just doing the little crouch thing, the little crouch trick para makita mo at di makita yung ulo doon. But Jemaya, last one left alive para sa kanyang team. Winnable. It's always winnable, man. It's always winnable at the end of the day. Pero mahirap. Doesn't mean it's easy.
Oh, of course. If it's
Jemaya
not,
narinig si Jemaya.
where is the
No
Q?
way!
My goodness, this man could guard something,
Silent jump?
but I don't feel like he's the reliable one to guard one. But
Grabe.
Envy has the time advantage for them. Jemaya needs
I like this.
something.
I
Oh
like
my
this.
God. Is this it? Can Jemaya go in for an amazing flank? It's Gales and K right there. So he's now on A. Okay, this is now his homegrown land. Finally, he gets the C4 down. This is a very, very strong showing for Jemaya so far, as he knows it's going to be a long rotation for Envy, as here comes the entrance of Hanshu as one peek. Whoa, oh my
Wow,
God!
he just finishes it, man.
Just as soon as said
Yo, someone
Jemaya had,
defuse!
as soon as I said Jemaya had the position advantage, there goes Hanshu ruining my.
5-0.
It's 5-0. What a showing by Envy BDL. This is not them going autopilot, Sneaky
Oo nga.
Frog. It is them.
Wala lang mahanap yung Bloodline.
Dude, all they had to do, they cannot do what they have to do.
Oh
my God.
Okay, that's the ego, man. That's the ego incoming galing dito kay K. And that could put down the momentum or make it a lot worse para dito sa side ng Bloodline. And if GK Line, if he can get a cheeky pick dito sa mid side, especially dito kay Kid, who does have the C4, they can just defend it. Galing doon, pero GK Line, naspata na nga dito sa may mid side. Kid looking for the kill. And yes, he does. He does get the kill, pero naandito pa naman si Steven. Good trade. Nababa nila yung C4 dito sa may mid side. Gales, nakuha na rin dito si Ginody. Sun leads a 2v2. Somehow Envy Gaming, despite the bad start, nakuha pa nila at the end of the day. Nades gonna come in. Galing dito kay G-Ben. Ilalaban niya ang mga short players dito. Where is the damage? Where is the help? Galing dito kay Gales. My man, he needs something. Grabe, trap na dito yung BDL. Pinapaulan na sila ng mga granada dito sa may B-Sword. Oh my God! Are they gonna keep going? Baka hindi. They should just chill out first, man. Medyo, they're fighting a bit too much. Dito sa
Should
ano
they
natin.
go out? It looks like G-Ben is going in for a rotation as he will be meeting one member of BDL on that one as G-Ben is playing the mind games of Envy.
Good reposition.
G-Ben, good reach out onto YLG. It's just John Wick that's alive. Can you save the hopes of BDL? Switches it for an AK to possibly make every inch of his life bar reasonable enough. G-Ben and Gales does have the position advantage. Here comes John Wick on that end. That would have been that would have been a good head glitch for John Wick, honestly, as G-Ben has all the bullets and it's all written John Wick. Everything is favorable for NB. Strong showing, ladies and gentlemen. 6-0. Wala pa ring mapala ang BDL dito. Hindi naman nila, I mean, ginagawa na naman nila yung best nila. This is not them playing autopilot. BDL is pulling all the stops that they could possibly can. John Wick,
si John Wick
finally
na.
switches to the all-reliable F4, and K is still on the pursuit of making sure that he is the best sniper player. K!
Grabe ka na, K! Mainit ka na dito sa mid with a Deagle and a Sniper, pero Deagle pa lang ang nagkakakill para sa kanya
Oh
dito.
my God!
With the headshot! Oh my God, K!
Stop this madness! K should be pulled out of this tournament for illegally murdering BDL. That is a highlight of the century, K. 4 big ones for NBK. Remember this man's name. If you want to bet on this man, now is the time, Sneaky Frog.
Grabe, it's a bloodbath dito sa may mid side. A one-man play galing dito kay K on that Sniper. Hindi lang yun, pulled out the Deagle just to show them what's up. Pero John Wick gusto pang lumaban dito. Nakuha niya na nga si G-Ben. But can they get much more? Buhay pa nga si K dito. The X-Factor para sa kanyang team. DK line so good on that rifle. Pero John Wick nakuha niya na nga yung trade. But it is a 1-for-2 so far. Hangshu needs to make some action dito sa may mid-side. But he has to be careful dito kay Ginody. Oh, lang.
It is Caster Curse indeed. Naniniwala na talaga ako sa karma, Sneaky Frog.
We hyped it too much.
Okay.
Masyado nating hinay, pare.
It was that sliver of a pixel. All it had to do, all it was BDL. Right now, Jamaya gets outclassed by Gales. It is still their game as he was not able to flick enough on that flash as there is an aggressive push by Kid as well. But Kid will be finishing things off on that one. Finally, a round for BDL. I feel like it's not the usual round that I would expect for BDL to play on that. It was them really going ham bone on mid. It was them making sure A is guarded. But it is BDL. It worked. It gave them one round, so I would give them some props.
Yeah, I mean, 8 rounds in. Malapit na kayo half natin dito. At least BDL, no? Can they get the last half dito sa ating mapa? At least in terms of this half turnaround galing dito kay Kid. Nakuha niya na nga si Gales, pero John Wick, good coverage dito sa kanyang teammate. Now, it is a 2v4 because John Wick gets 2. Pagod na si John Wick dito. Hindi na siya nag-sniper. Nilipat niya na nga sa M4 ang laban. And so far, effective para sa kanya dito.
Oh, definitely. Now, Envy, this is the second time I've seen them lose the man advantage. 4 members alive for a BDL. So as I speak right now, BDL is on a strong showing right now as Anju gets thrown out of the wind by Ginody. It's K, the last surviving member of NV's warfare between them and BDL. All they have to do is make sure no one dies on this one. YLG is on a good spot right now. Bang! Jamaya finishing things off with a bullet to the head where it is written K all over it. Ladies and gentlemen, switching sides. Strong side now for BDL. Could this be a redeeming arc for Bloodline V, as this is a very big stakes game for Bloodline? They have to win this round to make things even 1-1 on the series, but Envy is still showing some dominating action here of Crossfire. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere as the action is still unfolding here. BDL, they are definitely on the redeeming factor. Finally, John Wick and Jamaya on that aggression one. Kid showing who is the owner of this playground. K finally shutting down John Wick's pursuit. But take a look, it's now K falling over to the hands of NV as that round for BDL is the strongest I have seen so far, Sneaky Frogs. My goodness, at 7-4. 3. This rally up of BDL is a different breed. I am so excited. I am so pumped. The viewers are in it. Everyone is just nervous on their stakes right now. They're just holding their money. Which team will win on this one? John Wick versus K. The winner of that matchup is K indeed. Here comes YLG as it gets gunned down. But that pursuit of Envy is giving them some huge props right now. So it is just aim angle everywhere for Envy. You could have them on B side, you can have them at long, but it's still their game right now. Jamaya and Ginodi is doing that fight really well, but sadly Ginodi just had to take the bullet for Jamaya. He's running away. Jamaya, asa na ang rotation? Oh my kita. He saw the pixel of K. Asa na ang Richal? Wait, taking his time. Where is it? Oh, K, Jamaya. Okay. Kumalma lang muna ang taliban natin, mga kaibigan. As Jamaya, uy! Golly, K playing the discipline game better than everyone else, like he is on a mission right now. 8-3 Sneaky Frogs.
Yeah. There it is. 8-3 Envy, man. Dos na lang, and they get the $500. And the big ulam. Amazing talaga pag meron kang $500. Pero John Wick, gusto pang lumaban. Does have the sniper. He's back on the sniper, man. Sabi niya, okay, mainit yung M4 ko, but still, sniper is still a different ball game para sa kanya dito. Pero Envy, look at the teamwork, man. 5-man control para dito sa lower B, that's good. Problema nga lang, kaya ba nilang i-remove agad dito si YLG galing sa kanyang position? Kasi siya yung may pinakamagandang position dito out of all the players. But I think it is the responsibility dito ng ibang Envy members, no? Especially dito sa may mid-side, to kind of distract. And let's see what's gonna happen.
Let's see. Indeed, it is This is foundation round for Envy to put down the spoilers of BDL's run so far. This G-Client's down dangerously low, and K, my goodness, can you just pull the Ethernet cable out of this man's computer, as it is illegal for someone to play good Crossfire in this caliber. K top fragging his way for 500 USD. Envy getting outclassed after that sentence I said, making it a 3v3 action right now. John Wick and YLG finishing things off, and John Wick gets 3 huge ones to finish things off as BDL is on their crutches right now. The last-ditch effort para kay BDL na bumawi man lang after the lost cause of forcing 7 and 6-0 or 7-0. Remind me again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. BDL showing some good signs of life so far, Sneaky Frogs.
Yep. 8-4. Still BDL. Medyo lumalaban pa nga dito. Defender is way easier to defend kumpara nga dito sa ating blacklist side. Especially dito sa compound. A lot tighter entrances. Papasok nga sa mga sites natin dito. But still, Bloodline taking their sweet time, just like as they should, no? I mean, Envy.
Are you willing to bet, Sneaky Frog?
I think they're waiting for yung pick dito ni K.
Are you willing to bet that Envy is gonna play that passive game, discipline game all over again, and at BDL is just gonna go autopilot, hambone, ooga booga game mode?
Oo nga kasi medyo susceptible sila no pagdating sa momentum where they really take it a bit too far. And there it is. And it could happen, pero I feel like responsibility din dito yata ni John Wick na sabihin para sa kanyang teammates, guys, kalma lang. Wag muna tayong gagawa.
Okay. So, BDL playing that tactician like Blueprint so far. Ooh, that would have been a good press of a left click, Sneaky Frog. But it all had to be inside of that smoke. Here comes the pursuit of BDL as both teams are trading off and teeing off with members, evening things out. Here comes the retaliation as Kid gets a big one.
Okay,
K on the
behind.
flag. Kid, can you get... Oh my god, he gets the call out onto the wall with this amazing pursuit. Here comes Gales and Kid. Oh my god.
Reaction. Nice
what
reaction
the
time.
actual heck was that, Kid?
He was ready.
He was definitely ready. He was like one click away from dying, but he had to like pre-fire that one to make sure he was really strong on that duel, evening things out, making this lead as close as 3 for Envy. Bloodline, it was just the switching sides that was holding them back. I tell you, man, this strong side is showing for BDL.
Yep. 8-5, BDL still. Composure para sa kanila. Oh my God, what a shot dito kay John Wick. Nakuha na nga si Jiben sa kabila. Oh,
ridiculousness, man.
word.
Who touched this
that's
man's
two.
dog? Sino bang gumalaw sa aso ni John Wick, BDL?
Oh,
Showing them who's the
GK9.
boss,
That's a
but
chance.
gets G-Klein. Gets outclassed by the
Oh,
man,
but
Jemaya.
So good.
This man is really good indeed. It's a new BDL Envy. The lead, it's not favorable for them anymore. Unti-unti nang pumipiglas. Pero bumabawi pa si G-Klein dito para sa
Kids
mga
low.
kanyang namamayapang kasama. And Kid showing who's boss once again. Envy
Push it.
on the last ditch effort. Here comes K.
Oh!
Nice push. Wow! Where's the shot? K! Dear God! This man, sabi ko sa'yo pre, illegal yung ganyan. Envy, series, point for them. This is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand. The blood pressure is rising for everybody, BDL. That was yours. But K's playing Crossfire. I'm very, very sorry. K gets one on John Wick. Huge pickup for Envy. Sneaky Frog, is this the round for Envy?
I think it might be. Not gonna lie, NB, nasa kanila lahat ng momentum. John Wick namatay na ka. That's their best player. Already out, pero pinupush na nga dito. Maya, Hangshu, I like the aggression. Meron na silang control sa storage room, but they can calm down. Pero hindi sila kakalma kasi nandito si Kay sa kabila. Nakuha na nga si Kid. And Nodi at YLG na lang natitira dito sa ating game.
Wait, my eyes not deceiving me. Okay. He's not back.
Reset ng baril.
He's not back. Okay, Gallus and K up against YLG, the man that could die any moment. But he is showing, but oh my God, Gallus finishing things off strongly for NV as they are now the champions of Group A. Congratulations to NV Gaming.
Yeah.
Strong showing from game number. A sweat. I was close for Bloodline on that game number 2, but amazing for NV Gaming. Remember the IGNs of this one, guys, as every one of them had a strong showing and a good contribution in this series.
Yeah, that last round, galing sa side ng NB Gaming, man, that instant storage control na nakuha nila dito, and they just swung for the hills. Ang pwede natin tawagin dito, NB Gaming. Grabe, they did get the big check. Actually, small na. It's like 500 bucks.
It's just two.
Pero we do have,
zeros.
dapat meron tayong comedically large check para dito sa mga teams natin. Pero of course, NB Gaming, man, we're not gonna underestimate Bloodline dito kasi obviously nakita mo naman, Bloodline, napakaganda ng ibang mga kanilang offensive rounds dito. They really pressured itong NB Gaming dito sa kanilang first map. Pero pagdating dito sa map number 2, Compound, almost a comeback. Galing sa side ng Bloodline, John Wick was popping off, but all of a sudden, Mr. Hangshu just goes in. K also getting his due as well. Grabe talaga. Those very, very close rounds are really what sets off itong mga panalo dito ng NV Gaming.
Once again, congratulations to NV Gaming and Bloodline V. Your efforts are celebrated between all of us right now. It is not a wasted effort. Bloodline V showed who's the team that. What kind of team they are, I should say.
We're going to see like a replay in a bit. We are actually going to see how good the teams actually are, how good some of the setups actually are para sa side ng NB Gaming dito. But of course, we're going to see the set summary. Look at the first 7 rounds, man. That is brutal to watch, pare.
Brutal is an understatement, Sneaky Frog. If I would describe that round, it was mind-boggling, mind-shaking. It was out of this world, out-of-body experience for NV Gaming's dominance in that first 7 rounds. You would know that this round was for NV when K and G-Klein, they was on the backside and they were letting everyone, especially Jiben and Hanshu, doing the work for them. It was just K showing off on the second half, I would say, because it was him showing like an MVP-esque performance. I hope you quote me on that one because K is on another level compared to everybody. Here comes the highlights, and that was a very fast-paced round number 1. You were there, I was there. I saw how YLG positioned himself to die on the same spot over and over again. I saw Envy, Hanshu, I saw all of Envy, especially Hanju, blow everyone's head off. And it was just elementary for Envy. Another day in the office. Book that one on the checkbook as Envy is celebrating the feast of a champion right now, Steve Frog.
Yeah. And I think pwede natin i-point out rin no, itong si Jiben. I think his efforts are medyo underestimated dito sa mga ibang games. He did get some of the cleanup kills here in some of these rounds, but this 1v2 galing kay Kado. This man went from a sniper to a rifler in just one round, but this last round talaga galing kay Hangshu, sent it dito kay Jamaya, and got that control dito sa storage room. NV Gaming, they do move on. And I'm looking forward to see kung anong meron pa dito sa side ng NV Gaming kasi feeling ko nagsiscale sila pataas dito in terms of the skill.
How could they go from like, okay, let's limit test, to absolutely making this series so much for NV Gaming?
It's the reads, man.
It's
the reads. Like, the more that they lose, feeling ko, mas nare-read nila yung kalaban. They know the game plan that's about to happen.
Did they do the psychology thing I mentioned earlier, where like we just have to lose to know how Bloodline is playing? Because for sure, if I'm sure Bloodline was going autopilot and Uga Buga on that second half, and was like, how are we losing? Or are we definitely losing? Says Envy. Pero kung iisipin mo naman, no, all Envy had to do, it was them making sure that we get the first 7 rounds. And sige pre, paglaro, alamin na muna natin kung anong gagawin nila.
Kasi the thing is about Crossfire, right? It's not about how hard you win. It's about who gets to 10 first. Diba? Who gets to 10 first.
Coding you on that one.
Playing the long game. Okay lang mag 10-0, but still, if you're playing against a hard team, you know, it's fine to lose some rounds para meron kang magamay mo onte yung kalaban dito. But yeah, that is it for the first best of 3 updated CFS PH Masters Fall 2023. It's been Seek Frog, it's been Salvatore. We will see you in a bit.